First thing I was looking for were a few potatoes that I liked. I wanted them all to be roughly the same size, and as you can see, I kind of go through and decide which ones are quote-unquote acceptable for my standards of what I like. I didn't want any that had any holes in them. I didn't want them to be too squishy, and like I said, I was aiming for things that were roughly the same size. You can see like the one I just set aside had some weird crack in it, and you can see I ended up going with the slightly smaller potato, but it was the potato that looked the best to me. Again, that one had some holes in it, and the pickings were kind of slim at the time of day that I was picking them, which was fine. I ended up really enjoying the potatoes that I got. Next up, I'm heading over to the bell peppers. This is a standard grocery shop. I don't believe I have any sort of notes with me or a shopping list. This is kind of just getting my standard go-tos. So a yellow bell pepper, a orange bell pepper, and a red bell pepper are my favorites. I love the colors. I love the variety. So I'm kind of just picking which ones call to me. And that's just how I pick my produce most of the time. It's just going off of the feeling of if I'm drawn to it and whatnot. Also, does it look good? That's another really big one. I don't really care about the 3 or 4 bottoms, if it's male or female or whatnot. I'm just kind of, again, looking at what looks good, what interests me, what looks like it's large enough, looks delicious, what's calling my name. Same with the zucchini. They're looking rough today. But I was very grateful that they even had a couple. So, grab some of that. I was at Trader Joe's a couple of days earlier, and they had some really large zucchinis for 99 cents. I forget if it was each or per pound. It was a really good deal. Ate those really quickly, and these they look quite small in comparison to Trader Joe's, for surely. Then I make my way down to grabbing some carrots. I felt like going with the regular ones. Sometimes I get the multicolor ones. Kind of all just depends on how I'm feeling, but I like those ones. I also do like to get carrots from the farmer's market in the singular. We've been eating a lot of carrots lately, so I went for the big ones. And those ones are really long. Like, look at how extra long those are. I feel like it's as long as my arm. And we're all out of lettuce. I was peeping that direction over there. And unfortunately, the celery didn't come in any unwrapped options, so it just had plastic in it. I considered using it for my cat's litter. I then realized there was holes in the bottom of it. So it's currently still in my fridge. So we'll see what happens with the plastic. So I really wish companies would do better about creating some sort of plastic alternative, because I really feel like giant industries truly have the ability. I know that they make biodegradable plastic. I know some companies use leaves. There's so many different options, and we're also in a technology day and age where definitely something could be invented or created, but I suppose plastic is cheap and easy for them to use, so what can we do, you know? Well, there are things that we can do, actually. So I'm grabbing some onions. I think I just grabbed one because I believe I had one at home already. And I just, again, look for the ones that are drawn to me the most. Find the vegetables that you like. These are just simple, basic things that can be used to make a plethora of other options. And that's kind of the theme with everything. So I was out of barbecue sauce, so I came over here to grab some barbecue sauce, and I'm going to kind of just walk you through my idea of what I look for. So Simple Truth Organic, it's a Kroger's brand. There is white vinegar, which my doctor has told me is yeast free. However, there's pineapple juice in there, and I'm severely allergic to pineapple, so as soon as I realized there's pineapple juice, I'm out. But I did pause for a moment longer so you guys could kind of get a full spectrum. And I quickly discovered that the sweet and sour, whatever flavor this is, also had pineapple juice, so that was a no-go for me in my household. But there is white vinegar, which, again, my doctor did tell me personally that was okay, but I would also advise anyone to, listen to your nutritionist or your doctor above all else. And this one, again, white cider vinegar. I was about to get this one, and I believe this is the one I ran out of at home. It's really good, very delicious, but I got so excited when I saw Kinder's was on sale for even cheaper. I grew up close to a Kinder's, so I just love the flavor, and it had distilled vinegar, so I decided to give it a go to see if that vinegar, how that would affect me. My doctor does want me to kind of have a detoxification process to be able to lower my responses to sensitivities. It's definitely a homeopathic, holistic, naturopathic way of doing things, so definitely wouldn't recommend, again, without a doctor or a nutritionist's perspective and point of view, and I am not yet a nutritionist, so I can't recommend any of that for you. So I'm just walking around the grocery store. Again, I picked out things that were my go-to. In the time between clicks, I grabbed some milk, butter, and crackers, and don't have any sort of list, just grabbing some things that I know that we use frequently, some things that I know we're out of, and things that I know I go to. Fruits and vegetables are always safe if you're transitioning to a plant-based diet. Rice, quinoa, nuts, seeds, different things of that nature. All that's safe. Most jellies, peanut butters, nut butters if you're any other, nut if you have some sort of allergy, you can find some sort of combination. So right now, I decided to take a walk over to the meat department to see if they had the new Beyond Beef crumble situation. Sometimes grocery stores put the Beyond products in the actual meat section. Other stores put the Beyond products in their own special plant-based only section. At this Fred Meyer, they do put it amongst the meats. It's also sold out, probably because it's a pretty good deal on sale. And so I just wanted to show you guys that this was an option. And sometimes, again, if it's not in your own individual plant-based section, then it might be amongst all the other meat options. So I'm grabbing some bread. So I've spoken before that my sensitivity specifically to brewer's yeast, but baker's yeast is clear and safe for me to eat, which is kind of why there's some things that my doctor says it's okay to eat and some things aren't. So this bread has baker's yeast in it, so it's a go. This one doesn't upset my stomach very much, which is awesome, and I enjoy it. And there's a couple of other flavors, but that brand in the entirety specifically uses baker's yeast in comparison to any other type of yeast, so I know that anything from that brand is safe. I think in my head I'm like debating what is needed. So I know chili is a nice go-to option, whether I plan on having chili or not. Having the can of tomatoes is solid. So my partner prefers the fire roasted tomatoes. They were all out, so I grabbed the ones right next to them. And again, even if I don't make chili now, all of those ingredients, like I said, it's in a can. Will stay in my fridge my pantry for a while. Same with that tomato paste. And so some of these ingredients make a good stir fry, chili, just oven roasted, so many different ways. Very delicious, very simplistic. I think I'm waiting on someone. I should probably edit this a bit more, but it's for life. So I did realize I needed to get some rice, so I grabbed some. Sometimes I like to go to Whole Foods and grab the rice. However, I recently discovered that Amazon has been donating money to ICE and facial recognition, so I have not been to Whole Foods or its bulk section in a while. So grab some garbanzo beans, and I also grabbed some black beans. By the way, if you rinse out your cans after you have, used the beans or whatever, take off the paper, rinse them, wash them, what have you, they are recyclable, which is really cool and a nice way to, limit your amount of waste that you use if you don't have access to bulk dry goods or whatnot, or even don't feel like making beans, because it can be a hassle sometimes, which is why I got these instant beans. Yes. So, Morningstar has come out with a few vegan options. I have a blog post in the works reviewing these. So, yeah, this one doesn't have any nutritional yeast in it, which is very surprising to me considering it is a cheese flavor. And I was really surprised that the vegetable, I think it's called Veggie Lovers flavor, all of them did contain yeast in it. Didn't have any cheese in it, which was quote unquote cheese, you know what I mean, vegan cheese, which is very interesting to me because usually cheesy flavor they get from nutritional yeast. So that was interesting and something to note. But these burgers, really good to have in your freezer as like a last minute or a I don't know what to eat type of thing. Let me know if you enjoy these type of videos where I literally take you around the grocery store with me and explain my thought process behind the things that I get. Maybe that'll kind of help with understanding of my thought process and what I eat and how I do things or whatnot. So my partner had texted me requesting club crackers. And I grabbed them, and I think I spent some time questioning whether I was going to go with these options or the Fred Meyer Simple Truth organic brand. I think eventually you see later on in the video which one I choose, but yeah. Speaking of, I think I have to go run to the grocery store when I'm done doing this voiceover. Grab a couple last minute things. It's all good. Ooh, the toilet paper is on sale. So the 7th generation toilet paper is really nice. I very much enjoy I like that it's recycled, and they offer a unbleached version, and it's very nice and clean. And then I went with the 7th generation dish soap. I've been using the Free and Clear, Fresh and Clear, however, the unscented one. I've been doing that one for a while, ran out of it, and I realized I need to stock up. I'm all out of it, and I kind of wanted to try something different, something with some actual scent in it. So I went with that, and yeah. All right, I just got home, and I thought I would do a quick run through of everything that I got while I was at the store. For the most part, I took you guys along with me, but I thought, I would show you guys, tell you a bit more. There were a few decisions that I made with the camera not on. First, I got some almond milk. We got some Miyoko's butter. This is the only butter that we get. I would say shop around for this because at Whole Foods, this was like about $7. At Fred Meyer, which is a Kroger store, it's $6. And at Trader Joe's, it's $4.50, $5. So definitely encourage you to shop around for those. I got 2 cans of black beans,
2 cans of garbanzo beans. There's only one in here. Oh, here's the other one. The other one's in another bag, but I got 2 of these. And these are really good. I love making these. We make these with our tuna salad sandwiches, chickpea tuna salad sandwiches. And we also, when we make chili, so you'll see a lot of the stuff I got is basically our basics that we can make a lot of our different go-to recipes, quick recipes, and even experiment with said things that were purchased. So we got one of those. I got one of these. There either is or will be, depending on when this video goes up and when the blog post goes up, a review of this on the on my blog. I'll go ahead and I'll link it down below if it's up, and if not, I'll just link the blog, my website that has my blog posts. And for those that don't know, I do blog posts, I do oracle readings, I do lifestyle products, spiritual tool products, like so many different things, ever expanding to involve into hosting more products and more services and things of that nature. So yeah, that's at totalwellnessmbs.com if you want to links down below, check it out. So in my last video where I mentioned bread mostly containing yeast, but finding a brand that had baker's yeast. So this one is Portland French City Sour. And then if you see in the back, it says baker's yeast. It'll be in the clip that was beforehand, but this specifically labels baker's yeast, which is why I purchased it. For those who don't know, I'm specifically sensitive to brewer's yeast out of both yeast, but if it's just directly yeast, I aim to stay away from it. And baker's yeast is all clear and good for me, so I can eat it, which is why I get that bread. And turns out, according to my food sensitivity test, I'm not allergic to gluten, although my body might prefer to be without it. So I don't have too many gluten things, but I do have bread every once in a while now. My cat's staring at me because I pulled this out. We got cans of her food. If you're curious, it's beef and salmon, chicken and lamb, tuna and pumpkin, tuna shrimp, chicken and turkey, duck and tuna. Because I believe, even though I am plant-based, I understand that my cat is designed to need animal organs because she's an entire different species than I am. And I go to my local food mart and my pet food store, and they aim in purchasing more sustainable, more humane options and healthy for animal options of food. There actually is this brand, I believe it's called Open Farms, and it's an entirely certified humane pet food company. They have dogs, they have cats, they have wet food, they have dry food, certified humane across the board. So I would look into that if you can. It was actually started by vegetarians, a vegetarian family who didn't want to feed they knew they had to feed their animal products, but at the same time, in order to stick to their own values of wanting humane, you know, because the reason they didn't eat meat themselves is they started this line of certified humane animal food. I got celery. I'm so bummed they didn't have any celery unwrapped, so I'll probably use this maybe for my cat's poop bag. There's some holes in it, so we'll see. I don't know what we'll find a reuse for that. Got an onion. Like, this produce I got is a very staple, can't go wrong. I got 4 potatoes. Where's my 4th potato? 4 potatoes. For those that may have been following for a while, I haven't gotten Imperfect Produce in several months. I don't know, there was a few months that there were a couple of mix-ups and just like I was unpleased with the order, so I kind of been straying away from them. I'd consider possibly retrying them because I do know they switched some things up and they've expanded the things that they carry, but at the same time I was a little upset. But their customer service was great in terms of fixing things around. So anyways, I digress. I got some zucchini. I got carrots, and while I was there at the register, because I did self-checkout, I just twisted this so that the leaves all came off. And I got 3 bell peppers. I got a yellow, I got an orange, and I got a red. I forgot to show you the butt, love. Look.
That's a cute booty.
Right? It's very interesting.
Very asymmetrical too.
It is. Okay. Ugh, and then the last bag. So we got these crackers. We got the no salt diced tomato. If you saw my clip, they didn't have the fire roasted, which I know my love prefers fire roasted tomatoes. He says it really adds something to the chili. And they didn't have it, so I ended up getting this one. We have the other can of garbanzo beans, and then there's a can of vegetarian refried beans. The colors are very similar, and when they're both in the pantry and you're not looking at them, they look very similar. So I would just encourage you to make sure you look at them, because there have been times we've opened one meaning to open the other. That's okay. We also got some tomato paste, and I got tomato and tomato paste because all of these vegetables are good to go in a chili, which is really filling for us, and it's really simple to just put in the Instapot and chillin'. Not chillin', but like cook or whatever. You don't have to do anything. So I got the tomatoes and tomato paste because we can just put those in the pantry, and whenever we feel like chili and we have the vegetables that we have, we can just go ahead and just toss it right in without ever thinking about it or wondering what we need, which is, you know, why we got some of the basics that we finished up. Our rice. So I got some more rice, and yeah, we just got a lot of our restocks. The Kinders. I am so excited about this. The fact that there's no yeast, I really thought there was. I really did. There is distilled vinegar, and my doctor said pure distilled white vinegar, but I think distilled vinegar will be okay. So this will be something that I kind of test out. There was another brand, Organic Ville, which is another barbecue sauce that I get a lot of the times, is it says it had white vinegar, and my doctor said that white vinegar doesn't have yeast in it, or maybe it's not enough that it counts. I'm not sure. So a couple barbecue sauce. I love Kinders. I grew up around Kinders, and there isn't one near me now, so I'm a little sad. And last but not least is the 7th generation clementine zest and lemongrass scent. I'm so intrigued. We typically just get the clean and clear from this one, so it has no scent. It's like scentless. This smells fresh. This is nice. Yeah, it smells like orange juice. With a hint of lemon. I like it. I actually think that that'll be enjoyable. Switch it up a little bit, because the last like 3 bottles, and ever since the last like year, we've been using
Either lavender or clean and clear.
oh, we did try lavender. Thank you for letting me know. So we've either had lavender, clean and clear, so we're gonna try this orange one. And that is everything that I got this time at the grocery store. I hope taking you guys along with me, and the kind of voiceover, we'll see what I do with it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what would you make with all of this? What would you like to see? What are your go-to produce items? I would really love to know, because it's kind of our really go-to produce when we don't know what to get or what specifically we're gonna make. We know all of our go-tos we can make with that. All this produce is the safe stuff. So I would really love to know, what is your go-to produce? Like I said, if you're interested in booking one-on-one oracle readings, getting personal affirmation sets, lifestyle products, spiritual tool products, checking out my blog where I feature lifestyle, collective readings, collective affirmations. I do reviews over there and a whole bunch of stuff. So that'll be linked down below, totalwellnessmbs.com. And until next time, bye.